The money is my dad's. How arrogant.
New at 5:30, a Detroit woman fighting to access her late father's money turns to Local 4 investigators for help. Well, that Detroit woman says her father spent 50 years banking at Michigan First Credit Union and left money behind to take care of his family.
But after he died, she and her elderly mother could not access a single dollar. She says the bank kept asking for more documentation. That's where Erica Erickson comes in, one of the investigators here at Local 4. She joins us live this evening from Detroit's West Side. Erica, things started moving fast once you got involved.
They did, but you know, Karen and Damon, you know I don't like when people have to call us, because that usually means they've jumped through a lot of hoops and they're feeling defeated. And you know what? Sheri Divers, that's how she's feeling right now.
You got a big smile on your face.
Yes. Daddy was amazing. And I miss him every day. Every day.
Spending decades as a teacher, a counselor, later a union rep, to Sheri Divers of Detroit, 97-year-old Dr. Arthur Divers was simply her dad.
Even though he was 97, it's never a good time to lose your daddy.
Arthur dying last December, and since Sheri, also a teacher, taking time away to care for her 95-year-old mother with dementia.
Is that okay now?
And since the bills from the funeral and now home care piling up.
This has been a horror show for me.
Sheri says although her father, banking with Michigan First Credit Union for over 50 years, left money to care for his family, Sheri and her mother, listed as beneficiaries, can't access it. First,
they said they had serious concerns about my dad's identity, because my dad changed his name like 40 years ago.
But bringing further documentation and later his death certificate, even calling the funeral home, more questions coming. Why are they uncertain about your identity?
Good question.
What, and your mom's?
Good question.
Then Sheri says she was forced to bring her elderly mother in a wheelchair to the bank here on 7 Mile in Wyoming. Then she was told
we would feel more comfortable if you got guardianship over your mom.
Sheri says she did that, but was then told to get a conservatorship.
What does it take?
Then Sheri receiving an email from an attorney representing the bank after the investigators on Local 4 reached out.
As we have now begun to receive inquiries from the media, we remain focused on resolving the uncertainty regarding the authorized beneficiary designation as quickly as possible. Here's my proposal. What proposal? The money is my dad's. How arrogant. It makes me angry and it's unjust, and I wonder how many other people have they done this to.
Now, I'm still trying to figure out what that uncertainty is. I'll get to that in a second. Now, Sheri has an attorney. She's working on that conservatorship. That is going to take a couple of weeks. She's hoping the bank will work with her before then. I reached out to the bank and to that attorney, as we said earlier, a couple of times. I asked a lot of questions. They didn't want to answer them directly, but we did get a couple of statements. Here's the latest one that we received. It says, quote, "While we respect your outreach, it is our long-standing policy not to comment on matters that are subject to legal review or involving private individual data. Any further steps will be handled through the appropriate former channels." Again, I still don't know what that uncertainty is about, but as you know, we will stay on it. Reporting live on Detroit's West Side, Erica Erickson, Local 4.
Dealing with the grief and then dealing with all the paperwork. It's really hard on a family. Erica, thank you so much for helping them out. We appreciate it.